homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, here we are. It's time to set our windows. You saw me get the one out of the goat barn up there. Now, if we look at these windows, the way I designed these was I wanted it to have support all the way around. Now, I could have made this window where it just sets between here and the lip, and the window was right in here, and then put wood on either side of it. I didn't do it that way. I did it so that the window would set flat against the outside of this post. Well, in order to facilitate that, I have to take and put some wood on the outside of this post to give me a place to screw into. So, to make it be flush with that board. So, now I'm going to do a quick measure, and just to make sure that this window fit. Get my old gloves off. I can't seem to do nothing with gloves on. Don't know what that's about. My wife would take somebody's kidney out with the gloves on. Anyway. Alright, that is 34 inches. So that's going to leave plenty of room for this window to sit and screw into this top frame. But in order to make that flush on the sides, I'm going to have to add in there, like I said. So the first thing I got to do is add, because this window, when I measure it, frame and all, it's 36 inches. Okay? It's 36 inches. So I need to put some wood on this so I can screw the frame down. That's where we're going to start. Now, here's the tricky part. I want to put screws in some of this so that it holds it against there. But I don't know how far this window goes back in here. But I've got a good sized lip right here, so this is where I'm going to put it. Let's see, let's put one right there. There's one there. Let's put one right here. Come on. Now, I've got the holes drilled. Get me some screws here, put in my pocket. Empty this pocket. I don't know where my apron went. I'm sure that's probably in the house somewhere. Put up where I don't know where it's at. So now, the hard part is setting this window, holding it, and getting screws in it. Once I get a couple of screws in, it won't be that hard. But till I get a couple of screws in, it's going to be tough. So let me go find some screws and we'll put this window in. Okay, I decided on 2.5-inch deck screws. The aluminum on the window is about 1.5 inches thick. So this goes through, it's 1.25 inches, something like that. So this goes through and protrudes into the wood behind it by about 1 inch. So it will be absolutely about perfect. So let's go ahead and try and get one of these windows set. This ain't easy for an old guy, so I'm going to do the best I can single-handed. Alright, that's got that window up. Now the hope is that that window, the rubber gaskets and stuff, are all intact. And I'm hoping, of course I'll have to go on the inside and seal the air gaps and that kind of thing. But I'm hoping that that will allow that the screw holes are bigger than the screws, so but not bigger than the heads. So I'm hoping that that will let that window move a little as this thing settles without breaking it. I don't know if I'm going to put any screws at all in the bottom. I may just put clear silicone down there to hold that bottom in place. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go. Okay, I don't know when the camera died, but south wall's done. We'll pick back up in the morning. Hi folks, about to get ready to get back to it this morning. I'm going to try and set the ones here on the south wall and then the west wall, because when I set the one on the east wall, I have to take the radial arm saw down, and that means that every day that I use the radial arm saw out here, I'll have to pack it back up, put it up, and then pull it back out for the next thing. So I want to be able to leave it right where it's at for as long as possible. Now, again, just like the others, I have to cut boards to set on these to make these set flush. But this morning I got out to another panel, and I'll just tell you, these panels do not all weigh the same, or either I'm just really weak this morning. I got out this other panel, and it weighs at least half as much again as the panels I put up yesterday. So it's going to be just that much tougher to set these panels. But that's the road I chose. Okay, you heard that old saying, the road less traveled by? Well, that's the road I chose, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to set these panels, and hopefully I can get this wall done. I've got some other stuff that I have to do too. Crystal's coming home from her trip to Georgia, and I've got some deer to get in the freezer. So I've got to get that in the freezer, and she's coming home. I don't know when she's going to be here, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock, leaving out from her sisters in South Carolina. So I've got plenty to do. I hope I get 3 more panels set. I'd hope to get 4 panels set. That would mean that all of the big heavy glass panels are set, but we'll see if my back can hold up to that. Alright, let's get at it. Well, that's the way it goes. I planned for this to be 35 inches. That would let it be up there an inch and give me enough to get a screw in there. Well, that all worked fine on the edges. But here in the center, this board is bowed down an inch. So the distance from here down to the thing is a 36 inches. That's the width of my board, width of my panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just set some boards on here, some stock, just set it on here, and then I'll set the panel, and then later I'll come back and take these out and put something under there and seat it in. But to keep moving forward, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, those are way, way heavier than the ones I put on the south wall. Okay, my back's got to have a break from that.